Hey everybody, Randy Reviews It here. So today we're going to have an absolute thrashing of one of my favorite companies to thrash, Sig. Everybody, welcome the Sig Romeo Zero Pro. So I got this red dot in a trade, and I'm glad that I got it in a trade, and I'm going to try to list it and get rid of it. Because this thing retails for $239. So let's think about that. That's pretty much a Holosun, like a 507, like a basic one, I think. Somewhere around there. You're not looking at the MRS or anything like that. Or maybe it's a 407. I don't know. But the battery in this isn't even held in by a door. So to get the battery out, just to show you, it's the sight, and then it doesn't have a door or anything. You just put the metal housing that it comes with over it, and that's how the battery's held in. So there's nothing actually holding the battery in besides the little cover that they give you. There's not actually a door or anything like that. You have to line up the cover with the sight then to get everything pinned down and screwed in correctly. It's not adjustable in any way, shape, or form. It's just a 3 MOA dot. So again, if that battery runs out, you have to take the entire sight off because it's going to be screwed through the top. The plastic housing feels very, very cheap. It does have like a built-in like co-witness sight to be your rear sight on this. So they put some thought into that. But like, look at the housing too on the front. It's not even. Like, there's more of a gap on this side than this side. So like, that housing doesn't fit in there. Like, it's not as snug as you would think. And this just screams like cheap Amazon knockoff, but it has a Sig Sauer name on it. And it doesn't even have like to adjust windage and elevation. They're just like little Allen holes that are in there. And they look like, no, they're the same size, but they look different sizes at first. But it's not something that you could adjust without the tool. So there's no way to adjust it at all without the tool, where all these other ones, you can just take, you know, like a little screwdriver head or some tiny piece of metal, twist it around in there and adjust things. You can't do that with the Sig Romeo Zero. So it's all around a terrible sight. I don't know what they were thinking. The fact that they call this a pro is insulting to professionals across the world, whether it be a professional athlete, professional and white-collar careers, professional and blue-collar careers. Nothing they did would signal professional for this. Like, if there's a professional, if you're in the military, if you're in some type of security gig and you use a Romeo Zero Pro, reach out to me, because I would love to eat crow on this, but I don't think a single professional in the entire world would choose this optic. Like, it's bad. It's got a giant window. That's about all I can say going for it. It's got that bigger Sig pattern. What is it, like a Delta Point Pro, I think, footprint on this thing. It's very big footprint, like it flares out. So like if you had it on a carry gun, it's much wider than you would expect. It's like a real wide field of view. It's not the tallest, but it's definitely a big window. That's about all I can say it's got going for it. It's a big window. There's like flare or like glare even on the edges of this. Like, I'm not sure if I can get the camera to see, but like on the edges of this, you get like there, you can kind of see there's like feedback to the right of the dot, but there's like red laser feedback and like kind of like fuzz and flurries that you see on the edges of this sight. This might be the worst pistol dot that I've ever seen. Granted, I haven't grabbed those cheap Walmart ones or like a cheap Amazon one, but I can imagine that they're exactly like this. So Sig, what is going on? I know you somehow get military contracts. I know somehow you charge $700 for a P365 because you cut, 3 little spots in the barrel and the slide, and now it's comped. But calling this a Pro and using like that alpha numeric language to try and sound like tactical, the Romeo Zero Pro, like this is, I wouldn't even put this on an airsoft gun. That's what I'm telling you. This thing is awful. This is trash. You should feel ashamed, especially charging $239 for this. This, if someone showed this to me and they asked me, what do you think it's worth? $48.95. That's all I would pay for this thing. It's awful. It's awful. And Sig, you should feel so ashamed for trying to market this the way that you did and sell things the way that you do because of your name. I just can't get behind it. Like, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Does anyone actually like this damn site? Is there any value? What do you think is a feature on this? Because I haven't found one yet, other than I don't have to turn it on. But then again, I don't have to turn on any other sites anymore. So, yeah, reach out in the comments if you guys have seen this site, if you want to rag on them as well. This thing is trash. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.